Hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman and welcome back to Reverse 1999. But we're not going to be going through the story in this video, no. We're going to be going through one of the permanent alternate game modes that this game has, and this is the roguelike. Well, it's the other one. There's currently another roguelike that is ongoing at the moment, and it's more based around the Manus Vindictae rather than our protagonists. And it's its own bit of fun, but the numbers in that game get far more ridiculous than the one we have here in A Series of Dusks. So, this mode is a roguelike, like I said, and I cannot really explain everything because there are so many variables that go into this game because, well, it's a roguelike. You never know what you're gonna get, so you're just going to try and hope for the best in this mode. So, I have it set at moderate difficulty. This mode is easy enough that any meta team honestly can easily clear this. You just have to keep in mind that you have to build around certain objects and or archetypes in this mode, but I sadly cannot go over a lot of that because there are quite a lot of them. So we're just gonna start it off, and what you would do actually when you're starting this mode out, try to get to Fortissimo 1 like as soon as possible, because this is the best possible difficulty setting in order to farm for the shop that this mode has. And that shop actually contains a lot of really good goodies, a lot rare ones at that. So we go through Fortissimo 1. And then, Gifts from the Mirror is actually randomly generated. This doesn't always appear, but when it does, try to get basically all of them as much as possible. The only reason I'm able to get this is because at that difficulty, you do unlock certain buffs for yourself as well. And normally you'll only be able to get 2 from this, but in my case in particular, because of one particular buff, I can get all 4. So, we're gonna get all of them once the game loads in. There we go. And then, for our incantation, the one that I find the most effective, at least for my personal playstyle, is the one with Arcane Lantern. It is a little expensive when it comes to using the abilities. This, in particular, the incantations, they do replace your normal in-game incantation, the one that Vertin uses. So this is the one that is most useful to me, not because of the incantations themselves, but because of these various discs, and they're really goddamn good. So let's leave it at that. We're gonna choose Arcane Lantern. And then for our team, once it loads, usually, literally, again, any meta team is going to be more than enough. But for the one comfort team that I always tend to use is, of course, Dynamo. So we're just gonna drag everyone in here, and I'll just see you guys in the first level. Okay, we're here in the main game, or rather, in the start of the run, and this part is unique when you're starting out a run. You select an item, and it gives you a debuff. Now, you would want to not try and get the debuffs that give you like entropy degradation. This one, it has a lot of words, but this ultimately means that whenever you try to stack your abilities, you know, when you put identical cards next to each other, they lose their effectiveness. Then Vanguard's Wane, this is one of those debuffs that reduce your character's defensive or offensive capabilities. Same thing with Incantation Interference, that it's nearly identical to the degradation debuffs. So we're gonna try and get something that is definitely not going to screw us over too hard. Okay, now we're here in basically the overworld map, and we have 2 paths to take. Normally, what I would do is I go to the Misty Domain so that I can clear out the Fog of War, but this is just the first level, so you don't really need to go through this. The purpose of Misty Domain is just to clear out the Fog of War, and you don't really need to do that. The other purpose for you to go through this is to restore your party's health. And we are all full at the moment, so we don't really need to go through that. So we're just going to go through, I believe, yeah, the treasure hunt node. So we're going to see what we get here. Random weapon, random medication, random accessory. You're actually going to try to force medication the medication build whenever possible, because when you stack all of these on top of each other, they generate some insane capabilities. And at the start of the game, unfortunately, the game lagged so hard that I couldn't show you guys what happened to it. And hell, even now, the game is like lagging super hard. I think my laptop can barely handle this game mode on recording. Oh my god. Okay, so I'll definitely be doing a lot of editing work on this mode because good god, it's lagging pretty goddamn hard. So we got another treasure hunt node. Let's see, what do we get? I mean, if we're gonna keep getting medication, that's pretty fine for me. Mild painkiller is pretty damn good. That's the healing medication. So the other half of this mode is just doing this. Literally rearranging your inventory so that you can maximize the amount of space. And the space is, I've never actually counted this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's an 8 by 8 grid that you have to work with. And oh boy, the amount of stuff that you have to get in this game can get insane, especially when you're at the level that I'm at now. So I'm also at that point in this mode where you can quite literally skip the first couple of nodes, especially the battle nodes, and so that you can have a slightly easier time going through this. But we're gonna go through shopping time. I have about 1,500 of this currency. Now you only really get this much money if and only if you play on the higher difficulties. But unfortunately, there is a downside to having that quote-unquote buff to yourself. You lose money every time you leave a what's called a safe zone. So it's basically a transitionary area in between a lot of the stages in this game mode. So this is shit. Oh my god. So we're gonna refresh that. Hopefully you'll try and get something better. Key of the Dead is always good, so we're gonna get that. Abundance Ritual Drive is not that great. We're gonna get Octopus Glove. Spherical Compass is pretty good. Fairy's Blessing is also nice, but we do need the support discs in order to make this really pop off. Because if you have like 2 fully upgraded support discs for the Fairy's Blessing, you're gonna get a 100% chance to purify 2 negative statuses. But there is an easier way to do this. You just get Ezra into your team, and he does it for like slightly less space than this. So I may actually just skip on that now that I think about it. Belly of the Galaxy is good because we are a Dynamo team. So we're gonna get that, and then we're gonna refresh again. Let's see what else we get. Lightning Converter is nice. Finally have a Voltaic item here. You can never have too many 7-day winders, unfortunately. Always try to get those, especially if you have a Dynamo team. Let's refresh one more time, see if we can buy anything for cheap. We do. We get either an Electric Grenade or a second Key of the Dead. This gets us at 178, so that's actually more than enough to buy all of it. So we get the grenade, and we get another Key of the Dead. And there we go. I believe that's all our money. I could have gotten the Mistletoe Berries, or the Abundance Ritual Drive, but I think that's going to be more than enough. And now, again, half the fun of this mode, just rearranging everything here. Actually, this is fine for now. It's not going to be too much of a problem. Preferably, you would put the discs on items that you just use more frequently compared to the other stuff. So, and especially you're going to try to match the disc with their corresponding like tag here. They're called tags. This is a Voltaic tag, so you're gonna want to put a Dynamo disc in it so that you can give it a slight buff. We're gonna get more into that as we go later into this mode. So Stumbling Block, again, a battle node, and we got Lucy's exclusive item. I believe this is DLC. This didn't come with the base version of the mode, so there is that. Select one artifact. All of these suck. Although ripe mistletoe berries could be good, actually. You know what, we're gonna get that. Those stack of buffs that it gives you does help, especially in the long run. Now we can hire another ally. Let's see, do we get Flutter Page or do we get Medpoc? Medpoc is good, but probably for much later. So we're gonna get Flutter Page first. We got Gilded Hand Mirror, and we got a Dynamo Ritual Drive. Good. We can buff up some of our shenanigans here. Barcarola's thing, we're gonna try to get healing taken -30. I don't want to get too greedy. We're just gonna take that, unfortunately. So now we're here at one of the safe zones. We're gonna lose a bit of money. and we're gonna see deals non-strong at flattest damage. You're always gonna want to try to get damage for this mode because this mode is honestly not that hard, but it does get tricky to navigate, especially if you don't build well. So we're gonna put that here because a lot of the voltaic stuff requires energy, like actual factual energy. So that's an abundance. This is an abundance thing. Every 50 held. Well, unfortunately, a lot of our abundance stuff loses its value when we don't have a lot of money. So we'll sadly have to get rid of them for the time being. And I'm just gonna show you guys an uncut like rearranging of my items here because, like I said, this is half the fun of this mode. So yeah, just rearranging everything and trying to maximize the space as much as possible. Dynamotor Troll Drive, actually, we're going to put it in Lucy's pack so that this gets upgraded. And we do need a couple more voltaic items so that this triggers. And we need 6 of them. So I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need one more. Well, the disc counts as well. So we just need to go into battle, and then this will be quote-unquote fully charged. So it does get tricky, especially when you're going to try to upgrade these over time. But the first thing you do when you're in a safe zone, you're going to try to go to the windows of opportunity and see if you can exchange for anything. This is usually you combining some stuff in order to make more powerful versions of themselves. And at the moment, nothing is available. So the next thing that you do is voiceless sales. In the base game, you only get one chance at this, but as you progress and you keep getting stronger, but adding more debuffs to yourself, you get more chances at doing this, and this is not that good. Oh no. We're gonna try and trade for something even better than that. Let's see if we can even do that. This does take a while to scroll, so because it's a lot of items. And Superstar Tie is not nothing, but we're gonna take what we can get. So we're gonna go for Mystic Barter. This can be to your detriment because it gives you a debuff depending on what item you pick, but for this specific selection, all of them suck. And this one is actually decent. This is semi-generic, especially when they don't have like specific tags to them. This is really good. It ups your party's damage output, so we're gonna take that. Having a decrease in maximum stimulus is honestly the least evil debuff that this game mode can give you, so that's pretty darn good. Now I think we're as ready as we can be for the time being. And these are oh, I actually have the upgraded version of the mistletoe berries, so that's actually really nice. And now we're gonna try to take a commission from any of our these bright and young fellows here. Random rare artifact when going to present danger. So let's see all the choices that we have here. Recover stimulus. I mean, we could do that, but our build is not going to be for it. So again, in the game mode, regardless of what archetype you're going to try to build towards, just try to up damage as much as possible. And when you're dealing with these commissions / rumors, just try to get the easiest one possible. Or you can actually also watch out for 2 specific commissions in particular that lead to getting you one of the 4 endings that this game mode now has. So keep that in mind. So we're gonna try to look for a present danger node. So we're going to see what we do here. Okay. So now we have one of the branching paths. We could go either to the forest trail or to the dark alley. I can actually go with both because Rusty Bowtie gives you voltaic artifacts, which is always nice. Or we can go here, and this area provides chance to provide more artifacts, so that's actually really nice. Or we can get more goldfinch coins. There we go. That's the name of the currency for this game mode. So I mean, I'm gonna get more artifacts because this is still like pretty early into the mode. So we're gonna try to get as many as possible here. We're gonna try to refresh that because that is not Gucci. Unremovable clamors. This is honestly annoying, but it's not the most egregious thing that you're going to have. So okay, getting the winder is pretty nice. Now we're gonna try to search for the present danger. Discovery, we're gonna get that later. So now that the bow tie has done its job, we're gonna put that there. And then we're gonna put that here, and there we go. Now we have slightly more space. I guess we can put the abundance disc into the into one of these items, because why not? We're gonna put that there, and that'll be there for the time being. So we're gonna actually go to discover, because we can't exactly pay for anything. Misty domains require you to pay either goldfinch coins or with stimulus. So we're gonna try to go to a discover node instead, and let's see what we got here. Ooh, we need this. We definitely need this. Oh my god. So we're gonna need to do this in order to get one of the endings, and this is honestly the only ending I'm missing at this point. So we're gonna go into combat, and you guys will finally see gameplay footage of this game. And I believe I showed it like momentarily when I first started covering this game. But this game mode, while it does show what the core of the gameplay looks like, it's slightly different because this is a roguelike mode. So we're gonna put our main party in first, and then in the bottom of the bars here, you can put what's called aids. Now, well, that's very unfortunate wording. Aiders, I think, is the official term for that. So now that's 20 out of 25. And then I guess we're going to put one with Ulrich here. We're going to put Flutter Page in. Also remember that you're not going to do that. You're actually going to change there. There we go. And yeah, I believe this is about as good as we're going to get it. And unfortunately, this is what's called the stress mechanic. If a character reaches maximum stress, which in this case is 50, there is a chance that they could be stunned for the turn. So that's pretty bad, but hopefully we push through with this. The first battle node, the first actual battle node is generally easy enough that you don't really need to worry too much, especially when you have shit like this happening all the time. And we got a lot. Holy shit. We got a lot to do here. So we're gonna just go with the normal Lucy thing. We're gonna reinforce Electric Surge because this is like a lot of targets all at once. And then the unique mechanic, excuse me, the unique mechanic here is the Arcane Lantern. So we're gonna give them a collection of permanent buffs because there really isn't much else we can do. Then we're gonna use the medication bottles that we got. We're gonna put it all on Lucy. Put it all on Lucy. Then we'll do healing. We're gonna heal Charon here because, good God, the good boy needs some help. And then we're also gonna hopefully try and appease a bit from Ulrich here. Then we do this and that. Okay, now we do everything else. Because of our current setup, we have 5 actions that we can take, so that's already broken. We're gonna use Ezra's ability here, then we'll use Flutter Page's ult, and then, sadly, I think we can use him once we've healed him, I hope, question mark, but if not, then, woe is me. So we're gonna put Charon's ult there as well, and then we're gonna do this, and let's see what happens. So all of the special incantations just trigger. Then we have Ezra's, so that's his ult right there. And I tend to forget that Ezra is Australian. So there we go, all of the healing happened. Okay, I think the stun is not going to go away, so Flutter Page is going to do her thing. She's going to get a lot of those paper birds. And there we go, so we get 1 kill, we get 2 kills, and 3. So Ulrich is just gonna auto farm there per usual. This is what usually happens with the Dynamo team whenever I try to use Ulrich's ult. By the time it gets to him activating his ult, the entire enemy team is already dead. So we're gonna get the Gruf an Aachen. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Which is an item that you need specifically for one of the endings in this game. And, oh boy, we got one of those clammers. We got 2 of them, actually. Good God. That is not what I would have wanted. Although, fortunately, these clammers can be exchanged in the item shop. So, it's not too big of a deal. Now, we can... Ooh, Tuning Hall. We can go to a Discover node or we can go to the Tuning Hall, but I believe they both end up in the same node. So I think we'll do fine. Or we just go to a discover node and then we'll just deal with the tuning node later. Let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, cool. 6, 7. Obligatory, you know, Gen A joke right here. Now that we've been through battle, all right, cool. Lucy's battery pack has been unlocked, and now we can get its full benefits. So there we go. It recovers. I did not know that this recovers Eureka. I just thought it was just Moxie and Dynamo generation, but okay. So we don't need to go to the tuning hall anymore. So we'll just go to a discover node and see what's what. Oh god, this one. Oh dear. We could pay 500 goldfinch coins, but this is one of those battles. Oh dear. Well, I guess we're just gonna go through it. This is actually a DLC event. You get to fight a really hard battle, but the really hard battle is just eternity. You just get to fight against eternity. This isn't that hard, especially if you play your cards right. But I have died in this exact battle like multiple times. So oh boy, we're gonna have 2 meltdowns. So this may not go well. But we're gonna find out. We're still gonna roll with it. Oh, they did not suffer a meltdown. Holy crap, that is actually really good for us. So we do this. We do the usual thing. We're gonna give Lucy a lot of buffs. Then we're gonna give Eternity here some trouble. Then we're gonna heal Lucy up, and then we're gonna heal Ezra up because they are our 2 most important characters here. Then we use Ezra's ult, and then we use Karon's ult, then we use Flutter Page's ult, and then we use excuse me, Lucy's ult, and then we'll use the single target ability that Lucy has. And we're gonna go through the ult animations again. I mean, it's on PC. I'm gonna try to go for the ults, and then again, Reverse 1999 doesn't have an animation skip for ults just yet. A lot of other gacha games already have it. I don't know why R99 doesn't do it yet, but then again, it's an artistically and aesthetically pleasing game to look at, so I am not one to complain, honestly. Anytime that I get to look at all of these like really well done animations and or you know, the chibis in particular, they're all really like well done, so definitely plus points there. And then now we wait for Lucy's turn. She's gonna use her ult again, auto farming on a chair. There we go. And then I really hope that she gets then again, you do see it in the lobby where she dons her jacket. So there is that. So she revives per the difficulties mechanics. Eternity did not even get a turn. Holy shit. This team. Oh my god. Alright. We got lucky there, in spite nearly suffering a breakdown. The Noisy Magazine is actually really decent, surprisingly. Because I tend to get extra action artifacts in this mode for some weird reason. Then again, I also tend to bring Flutter Page a lot, so I end up getting a lot of extra action items because Flutter Page is considered an extra action character. Oh boy, we have a lot of trading to do in order to do what we need to do here. We can go to the shop, but we do need to go to Present Danger. Wait, no, this is the Present Danger. Holy shit. Child's Play. I think we'll just go to the either we go to the shopping time because we don't know what's ahead. So we could actually fail this commission if we don't find the Present Danger node. So we're just gonna go to the north and let's see what we can buy. A Dynamo Ritual Drive is always good, so we're gonna get that. Key of the Dead is also nice. You're gonna get that. Disc folder is holy shit. That is going to be really good, especially if we're going to have a lot of discs. But Narwhal Bone Fragment is also nice. The upgraded version of this thing is honestly way better. But we're gonna take what we can get, or we can just have more discs because why not? Yeah, we're gonna have even more discs, and oh, we still have enough for the Narwhal Bone Fragment. There we go. All right, cool. So we're gonna exit that. Then we're gonna again, half the fun of this mode is just rearranging your inventory. There we go. So now all of our medication boxes are all beside each other, so that is nice to look at. And all of our voltaic artifacts are all doing their thing. So, oh, I forgot that we had an upgraded disc, and there we go. So now we're just gonna make this slightly more aesthetically pleasing, and there we go. We're gonna get rid of these clammers sooner or later. Although there is one payoff for having, especially the pencil sharpeners, but I'm not quite sure if we can even get it. So, we're gonna go into the unknown, whatever this is. We got a treasure node. All right, cool. We keep getting medications, so I guess we're gonna keep getting medications. Mistletoe berries is nice. So we did not get a present danger. Ah, crap! We're gonna fail the commission. Great. So we're gonna put these here. Put all of the medications all beside each other. We can hell even upgrade the mistletoe berries because we got 2 copies here. So I guess we're just gonna go to the imminent danger. I believe these are called imminent dangers. So we're just gonna move to it. I mean, if I had a view of that, we probably could have gotten it, but oh well. We can just cheat getting the commissions anyway. So we're gonna do this. This is like relatively easy at this point, especially with the first couple of nodes. They're gonna be really easy at that. And then some of the bosses, while they can get tricky, if you don't play your cards right, it can screw you over. Oh dear God, we are losing a bunch of our cards because we are overdrawing. We can only have so many things. So we're gonna use the usual. We're gonna do Lucy's. Then we're gonna give some buffs to our party, and then we're gonna double dip on Lucy here. And then we're gonna do some healing, and then we're gonna bring more on that. What does this do exactly? Purify negative statuses, and then restore some HP. We're actually gonna restore it to Lucy, and then we're gonna restore some to Karen. And then, now we do our ults. I just realized Lucy does not have a single attack node. What the hell? So we're gonna actually put her first here. Then we're gonna do everyone else. So there, and then Karons, and then Flutter Pages, and then we're gonna put up Ezra's shield. So there we go. Now let's let all of these cards fly. Again, I used to religiously play Fate Grand Order, so the gameplay mechanic of this game is not too alien to me. The only small difference is you can rearrange the cards that you have that are on display, so that you can combine the lower ranked ones into higher ranked ones, and that mode of choice is not available for Fate Grand Order. And we are cleaning house with this boss in particular, like holy shit. So Charon does its thing. Let's see if this is more than enough to kill the enemy party. I'm pretty sure it will, because we put Fear of Death on them. And once Flutter Page lets loose her flock of paper birds, this should kill the rest of them and then trigger Fear of Death, potentially. No, Lucy is the one who finishes it off. Alright. Okay, the early game is definitely early game for a reason. So we get 3 artifacts. And we got another Dynamo Ritual Disc, so that's really good. Art of Fungi, so that's for Ezra. And then we get to select 3 artifacts. This sucks. Only 1 Day Winder is really good, so we get 1 refresh. Now we get Dynamo Ritual Drive, which is really damn good. Wooden Kazoo is actually really good. The second-hand lighter is we do Dynamo does tend to fall under incantation resonance. So I'm gonna put this up here so that you guys will remember. There are 2 major like triggers in this game, as I would call it. There's resonance, and then there's syntony. Resonance, you need at least 3 differently tagged cards on the docket at any given time. And then syntony, you need 3 similarly tagged cards on the docket at any given time. If you don't have those, then those will not trigger. And the more you stack those, the higher the level of the resonance or the syntony gets. So keep that in mind as you go through this mode. That mechanic honestly is not properly explained at all. So keep that little note in mind. So we're gonna get these three because resonance is more for us than any other. Auxiliary ritual drive, so we're getting even more discs. Ooh, that is bad. I don't want that. Vanguard's Wane is not good. Cascading interference, nope, we're not gonna get that either. Okay, I'll take that. This is honestly the least evil debuff that you can get. Money is not important in this mode at all. Now, we have a lot of reworking to do here. We do have a bunch of clamors that we can remove. And then, ooh, actually, we can do this. So we're gonna get rid of that for the time being. We're gonna get rid of this for the time being. Actually, no. Yeah, actually, we have to get rid of it. So now we're going to go to the window of opportunity. We're gonna exchange for a more powerful artifact, and what do you know? We'll combine the mistletoe berries, and then we'll make an even better disc. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna equip the disc onto the energy thing. There we go, electric grenade. Now we do need more space. We sadly cannot remove the pencil sharpeners unless we trade it away. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't click immediately, so that's annoying. Then this is actually really handy that they can do this, but again, I would prefer to just group it. I'd rather have a stash that doesn't include the stuff that is equipped to you. I don't know why they would do that. So we'll trade one of the pencil sharpeners. Lilia, that is not what I would have wanted, unfortunately. So we'll exchange another one again. Ooh, eagle, but sadly no. Again, would have preferred something else. What's in here? Nope, none good. A second dagger is nice, but fanatical can work, but it does occupy 4 slots. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of rearranging if we do indeed get this. Although Death Blossom is a pretty goddamn good buff to get. So yeah, I mean, why not? We're gonna get it. Okay, I think that's everything. So now we're gonna rearrange our inventory, like, completely, because we literally need to remove everything. Because I don't know how else we're gonna do this. Again, half the fun can be... This is literally half the fun of this mode, so... this might take a while, so I'll just be right back once I have reached a satisfying arrangement for my inventory. Okay, this is about as good as I can make it, and hopefully this will carry me throughout the middle of the game. So we're gonna try and get another commission going here. Hopefully something that's slightly easier. This one's pretty easy. You just have to complete one particular battle. Ooh, obtain a random wood. Just need to collect 4 artifacts, but we're already like loaded up on yeah, I think, you know what, we're just gonna keep getting artifacts. We just need to obtain 4 artifacts, so that's actually really easy. So these next 2 ones are really easy. Hopefully I don't screw up by going through the wrong node. So we can go through that, but let's see. We're gonna refresh, see if we get better rewards. No, we do not. Let's refresh this, see if we get better rewards. No, we do not. Minor obstacles or present dangers. I think I'd rather go with present dangers. So we just need to collect 4 artifacts. Tempered Deluxe Compact. That's not really for our build. Kaleidoscope projector is not nothing, but let's refresh it, see what we can get. Oh dear god, these are all really bad. Incantation 1 deals damage, so we don't get too much of a damage bonus. So Vanguard's Wane is way too it's way too risky to get, so we'll sadly have to get the kit.
Underground lake
so
from a quarry?
Let's see.
Never expected to see one of those here.
So this is all we have. Oh, the surgical kit is actually really small. That's interesting. If we had Aleph, good god, that would be useful to us. What we don't exactly... I don't think we have any other upgraded artifact here. Ooh, we can get this for Ezra. We can just skip out on Ezra's shenanigans. So yeah, we just go to the tuning hall, or we can just, Misty Domain, clear up the fog. But yeah, we're just gonna go to the tuning hall because it leads to the same path where the Misty Domain is anyway, so I think we'll be fine. So we'll enhance an Acoustica here. Don't mind that you can't pay for it because it will, if you have less than 100 anyway, it'll just take all your money, so it's basically free. So there's that. All right, cool. Now we need to put at least one of the incinerators into the layout so that the mushroom here that Ezra has will trigger. And we do need to get rid of these pencil sharpeners sooner or later, but for now we'll have to grin and bear with it. So yeah, you know what, why not I think about it, I don't really need a incantation rituals. I think I'd rather have the keys of the dead in here just in case we encounter the discovery node that makes us drive a car or something. So perilous encounter or we get treasure trove. They lead to the same node anyway, so I think we'll do fine. I think I'd rather level up and just show you guys even more gameplay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that just so you guys can see more gameplay. And we could have gotten into a shop, but we have 0 money anyway, so I think we'll be fine. Also, we need to obtain artifacts anyway, so I think we'll just do fine here. All right. So we just head straight into combat. Okay, everyone has loaded in, and let's see what kind of bar we're gonna get here. Okay, we still get all of our alts, and then we got all of those. All right, cool. None of them were burned, so that's pretty good for us. And what I would personally like to do is, especially when Lucy's alt is available, I tend to aim at the very end of the group and then apply everything else. So we're gonna buff Lucy up to the heavens, and then we're gonna heal her a bit. Then we're gonna heal Ezra in a bit, then do this, and then we do everything else. All right, cool. Actually, now that I think about it, no, actually, we do need to do all of the buffs first. So we do this, we do this, we do this, and we still have 2 actions left. All right, cool. This should kill everyone within, like, I don't know, 1 stroke of the alt. So we're gonna see here. Okay, so all of them play out, and we get a lot of numbers. We get a lot of words. I'm a little too dumb to really keep up with everything that's happening on screen, but if it's showing big numbers and the enemy is dying, then you're probably doing something right. Now, Flutter Page, she jumps off the Eiffel Tower again, even though she's actually from London. But, eh. Tomato, so she does her thing, and okay then. At least Ulrich gets the kill this time, not Lucy, so there is that. And well, at least better than nothing. Oh wait, no, we still have 1 more wave. All right, cool. So Lucy can still show her stuff, but I don't know how much longer these birds are gonna survive. Okay, they do not. The enemy party did not even get a single action that game. Holy shit! Let's just move back into the mode. Oh, okay. I mean, no questions asked. We're gonna get a ritual drive here. So now we're gonna put it in Lucy's battery. I'm actually gonna put the Exila thing into oh, ow. Hit my microphone there for a second, so excuse me. And there we go. All right, cool. Okay, so that's everything. As much as I want to put this in, I already have like something that inflicts venomous gash as well. So I think that we'll do fine. We'll do fine. Or now that I think about it, we can actually just use this, but it could end up burning everything else. So I think that'll be fine. So we're gonna go into the harder battles, and let's see how much easier this is gonna get. So again, sudden disasters are just a debuff that can be applied onto the party, and it's usually a random assortment of debuffs. You know, triggering breakdowns, rearranging your party's arrangement, or you know, in this case, we don't have access to our ults, which is honestly not a problem. So we're gonna reinforce that, then we're gonna target all the way to the end. Then oh wait, no, before we do that, actually no, we don't have enough stimulus, so we're just gonna do all this, and we don't really need healing, so we're just gonna buff Lucy up. And wait, what exactly does this do? Shield. Actually, we're gonna give it to Karen. I forgot that that was a thing. So we're gonna do the usual thing. Since we have 5, we're gonna use both of Ulrich's cards right away. And then we do that, and then I could have actually combined Lucy's so that we do even more damage. Huh. But I don't think I'm gonna do that, so we're just gonna save it for next turn. And let's watch the sparks fly. So Ulrich does his thing, and then Ezra does his thing. And yes, Ezra's a boy, in case you didn't notice. I was confused. I was also confused at first because I thought it was a girl. That was also my reaction when I saw Sing Cho for the first time. So there is that. Alright, cool. Now we cleared the first wave pretty easily, so now there are 2 targets left. Also 2 other birds, so they didn't even get a turn off. Oh my god, the early game with this team, especially if you build it right, it's insane. So okay, yep, Lucy once again doing her thing. Another Dynamo Ritual Drive. I mean, don't mind if I do. Do you really think I'll get anything else game? So now we're gonna attach that to any other thing. We're gonna put it here on the converter because that gives us shields, and that is very important to us. So we're actually doing pretty damn well, all things considered. So we're gonna do that, and then we get another sudden disaster, so that is bad. But not too bad, especially with all of the healing that we can do. Oh god, we got Spatodea and Ululu. So this could get tricky, but we're gonna find out. So all of our ults are available yet again. We're gonna reinforce the usual with Lucy. We have 32 stimulus now, so we can use the we're gonna apply a bunch of buffs to our party, and then we're gonna do the thing. So there. We're gonna apply the shield to Lucy. Then we're gonna apply the shield to Karen, and then we're gonna use Ezra's ult. Then we'll use Karen's ult. Then we'll use Flutter Page's ult. Then we'll use Lucy's ult, and then we'll use the reinforced mass attack. There we go. That should at least heavily damage the opposing party. So let's see. Okay, yep, a lot of numbers, a lot of buffs, a lot of debuffs for the enemy team. There we go. And Karen does his thing. I still don't understand how a lot of the more recent units ults work. I just know that if you do them, they provide buffs. If you don't do them, they will not be good. That's literally all Reverse 1999 boils down to. So, okay, yep, they did their thing there. And then, yep, Flutter Pages again. And then Lucy auto farms yet again. And then she unleashes a couple of attacks, which will hopefully heavily damage the opposing team. Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit, she's not even gonna get an attack off. Oh my god.
Another perfect combination of reason.
Oh, this is turning out to be a really good run on video of all things. Kaleidoscope projector or Symphony Ritual Drive. I'll actually get the projector. Okay, so they get stress minus 10, so that's really good. But now the decision is, where the hell do I put it? Oh no. Oh wait, no, we already have a projector, so that's actually already fine for us. I guess we're fine on our shenanigans, so we're just gonna go through another battle, because why not? Okay, yep, sudden disaster, so we do it again. And then, okay, cool. We get all of these birds yet again, and the little guys nearly died just from the extra attacks alone. Oh my god, this mode. If you guys think that this mode gets ridiculous, the new roguelike mode that comes with the update that Beryl is in, I believe it's called Symphony of Darkness or something like that. That mode has numbers going at minimum 500,000, so it does get insane in that mode in particular. But sadly, wow, Lucy did not actually get an attack card out of that. Jesus Christ. I guess we just use one of Karen's. Wait, no. Not even Ulrich got a decent amount of cards, so I guess we just use this because precast cards are gonna get burned off anyway. So
An amazing discovery.
we'll just have to do it like this. So Ezra does his thing again. And then Karen does his thing once all of the buffs have been fired off. And then there are even more buffs coming along. Okay. So Karen does his thing, getting a poppy flower from the field. And then Flutterpage does her thing, jumping off of a building yet again. But she can float anyway, so that's fine. Okay. And then, yep, that kills everyone. Lucy doesn't even auto farm because she knows. She knows. Oh my god. All right. We get a ceremonious ritual, so that's good. Ooh, getting customized radio is actually really good. Especially for later. I believe we already have the belly of the what's the name of that thing? Oh wait, no. We'll actually invite Medbach in because we need her. We already have, yeah. We have Belly of the Galaxy. We have one of the Winders. All right, cool. We can supercharge our shenanigans next turn. Ooh, this is either a battle node or a discovery node. I guess we just select this because we're gonna try and go for more discovery nodes this time around. What other stuff did we get? 100% chance to lose one stimulus. So you do need to insert a bunch of dynamo discs in here so that it won't be too detrimental. But if you combine it with a couple of other items that I hopefully will be able to show off later, it's going to get insane. So into the unknown. What is this? It's a present danger. Great. Or you know, I just call them combat scenarios. It doesn't really matter too much. Oh, we still cannot get Medbach into the aider category, so I guess we'll just still have to work with the miracle children. Ooh, this combat scenario can get a little tricky, especially if you don't play your cards right. So we get our ults yet again. Then a bunch of them combine. So there we go. We're gonna try and reinforce here. Oh god, we got the one that isn't a mass attack again. I guess I should pay more attention to what cards are loaded in. So we're gonna bring some buffs to the party. There we go. Then we're gonna give Lucy a shield. And then we're gonna give Ulrich a shield this time around. Then we're actually gonna heal Ulrich because his HP is dinged up for some reason. And we'll also heal Karen. There we go. Now for everyone else. Ezra, then Karen, then Flutterpage, then Lucy, then her single target attack. Which, again, I should pay more attention to what gets put on the docket. So, Ezra does his thing again. So, I still don't get how mushrooms are bouncy. Then a bunch of buffs go on our side and a couple of debuffs on the enemy side. Then Karen does his thing. There we go. Then let's see, picks up a poppy from the field. There we go. Then Flutterpage does her ult. By the way, I actually don't know why I'm getting all these procs for ults. I guess I believe it's due to Lucy's unique item that grants Moxie, if I remember correctly, but I could be misreading it completely. And okay, this combat scenario just suddenly became really easy. Unless this guy doesn't die, but then again, without the other one, this never mind. They don't even get a turn off. I was worried for nothing there. Thank you, game, for reducing the amount of stress I have. Oh my god. Ooh, Dynamo Ritual is always nice. We're gonna keep getting more discs. Again, this is why I love Arcane Lantern. Just get nothing but discs. We don't need to invite anyone else anymore because we don't really need it. Critical damage is always nice. Again, always try to aim for damage as much as possible. So we got a Dynamo Disc, so we can slightly upgrade one of our stuff. And honestly, there's only really one item left. that needs a small bit of upgrading. So there is that. I believe we do need one more combat scenario in order to upgrade the incinerator that we have in our inventory at the moment. So yeah, we're just gonna go through evolving forms. I believe this is an elemental boss, if I remember correctly. And okay, now we have 29. We can finally put in the final aider.
Me?
So
everyone
we're
else
gonna
dead?
go medpack, and yeah, this is the full party that I tend to rock with in this mode.
Please stand behind
And it's usually more than enough. Oh, we didn't get the other ones. We got this instead. So okay, pretty good for me. Now all of the buffs apply, and okay, now I'm gonna pay attention. We're gonna get that, and oh dear God, since this is a boss, we're gonna get slightly more of these buff things per usual. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna full heal because why not? Then we're gonna do that, and then all right, I forgot that we should do this first. There we go. So that we're gonna give Lucy a shield. We're gonna give Ulrich a shield. Then we'll use these two, and then for everyone else's ults, there we go. Then we're gonna target the actual boss entity. There we go. Then Charons, then Flutter Pages, then Lucy's, and then the slightly upgraded version of her mass attack. There we go. Okay, so all of the buffs fire off, giving us a bunch of things. Then Ezra does his thing once again, bouncing on a mushroom yet again, and then maxing on the mushrooms, giving us even more buffs. Then Charon does his thing. I'm actually not sure if applying the ult, especially for Charon, as soon as possible is even optimal, but hey, big number go burr, so that's more than enough to me. Okay, Flutter Page does her thing yet again. And then Lucy auto farms yet again. I'm pretty sure this is going to like kill everyone like in one fell swoop, but I am not too sure. So we will find out. Okay, yep. So it kills the smaller guys. Then it does that. There we go. And then, yep. Oh god. He just died. Oh my god, not even getting a turn off. Jesus. Okay, another ritual disc, and we get Paper Bird. Hello there. Wailing Lantern is actually really damn good. This gives you immunity to a bunch of debuffs that can potentially kill the party if you're not careful. So, Powered Drifting Mine is also nice, especially if you trigger your meltdowns a lot. This works well if you're encountering a lot of high stress scenarios. So yeah, we're gonna get those. So that levels up again, and we get another incinerator. So there's that. We get a pencil sharpener, but since our layout is full, the pencil sharpeners actually do not go into our layout, and we even get another drifting mine. Great. Our ceremonious ritual drive, so always nice. Let's see. Another kaleidoscope projector, so we're gonna try to get something slightly less taxing. There we go. Healing taken minus 30. Alright, that is pretty good, pretty good. We're gonna level up the lantern first. I think I always select rare discs. Do we get anything? Okay, we got an extra action one, but that is not helpful in this exact scenario. I'm surprisingly not getting a lot of extra action stuff, so that's actually really good. So we're gonna trade. Oh no, not that one. There we go. We're gonna use counteractive here. Then we're gonna try and get rid of the ones that are in our inventory. Gentle Serenity, I've never had that, so that's actually really good. Then we're gonna go counteractive yet again. We're gonna see if this removes the ones that are in our current inventory, and indeed it does. All right, cool. Now we have the space. So we put the 2 mushrooms on here. Once the game allows me to click on it, then we put Flutter Pages unique item right in here. There we go. So now we got a bunch of extra attack items, which is it can actually be really good, but because we're here, we're gonna exchange for more powerful artifacts, and we will get the best source of energy. No, we do not. What's missing? What am I missing here? Oh, the Faith of Progress, right? That's the only thing I need now. All right, cool. So we're just gonna combine the discs, so that we can better make use out of the individual ones, and also saves us some space. So let's see if it's here. We just need the Faith of Progress. If we do get it, we don't get it. Great. We do have the extra attack one, but I don't know if I'll even be able to build for that at this point. So, let's see. How else can we rearrange this? Oh my god. My brain is getting tickled in ways that I did not think were possible. So, I will be right back once I am done rearranging this whole thing. Okay, we're back, and this is honestly the best that I can make it. Especially with all of the upgraded discs that I have. I could add even more weapons, but the balance that this specific arrangement gives is honestly more than... I could actually replace the tie with something else that is currently in the inventory, but I am honestly really happy with how this has turned out. So, we're now gonna try and see what commission here gives us something else. Especially ones that are aiming towards the ending. These are really hard commissions. That's what the red tag is for. Okay. Yeah, none of them are honestly really that good. So we're just gonna try and get a lot of artifacts for the next run around. So we will now depart because we've already gotten everything we needed from that. Ooh, we can get that. We're gonna refresh, see what else we get. Migrate district. What do you give me here? Nothing too significant, so we're just gonna move to Old Town. I haven't actually been here in a while. In the past few runs that I've been doing, auto read right drive is really good. We're gonna try and get the rusty bow tie. This one particular debuff that your party gets, this only really hurts with one character in particular, and it's the final boss of one of the endings. She can one-shot you if you take too many of these things. So, and sadly we don't have enough toll refreshes, so we're just gonna take the bow tie and hopefully get a voltaic artifact that we already have. And energy blaster is really good. So now we need to collect a lot of artifacts, and how to collect artifacts is to go through combat, and I mean a lot of combat. I could actually rearrange this so that we can fit the other oh my god, the other voltaic artifacts in here. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back, and I have rearranged it to the best of my ability. And I had to take out a lot of stuff, but I am keeping the Gruf an Aachen in the inventory just for the additional ending that we will get much later on. And we have 2 fully upgraded incinerators on top of Ezra's upgraded fungi. So yeah, this is about as good as I can rearrange it. And yeah, we haven't actually gotten Fatutu's unique item yet, because I was able to go to have a run where I had 4 upgraded unique items. And good god, the amount of damage I was inflicting in that run was insane. So we're just going to need to go through a lot of combat because we have an objective here. So we're gonna go through a combat center here in Old Town. Again, sudden disaster. Ooh, scary, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. Yeah, this battle is not gonna last too long, I hope. Yep, a lot of stuff happens immediately. Then a lot of this, a lot of that. There we go. All right. We're gonna use this, and once again, Lucy did not get a single attack thing. Oh my god. So we're gonna give buffs. We're gonna give even more buffs to the party, and then we're gonna use Ezra's. Actually, no. We should actually go for Lucy next. Then we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna do this. And then we're actually going to use Karen's last here, because there's literally no other like decent attacking card in that docket, which is unfortunate. But you gotta do what you gotta do around these parts. So we shall see. Okay, yep, Lucy does her thing again. And she auto farms like nobody's business. And have I ever told you guys how hot she is? But that's a completely different story. Okay, the Witchcaster, I think that's what she's called. But yeah, again, that guy dies and then is revived once. But I think he's going to die again. Okay. I'm not sure if Lucy will also do her follow-up attacks here, but we'll find out soon enough. Okay, Flutter Page, that's her thing again. And by the way, the one broken thing that I realized as I kept playing this mode is, depending on who your aider is paired with, they actually obtain the afflatus that the person they are basically partnered with has. So, making Flutter Page an intellect based character is insane, and it gives her advantage over like enemies that she normally would not have. Okay, yep. I think that was Frenzy, just attack on death thing, but it didn't really matter. They barely got anything off. So second artifact, Clear Moth Cocoon is actually only really good if you're playing on the highest possible difficulty, because Incorporeal shields you against attacks that would otherwise kill your party. So that's actually really nice. Medical Bandage is also nice, but we could probably do better at this point. And it only really triggers if your party is at below 30% HP. So yeah, we're gonna get the Cocoon because there's literally nothing else. I mean, it could refresh, but nah, we're not gonna do that. Can we replace anything for the Cocoon? I don't think we can. Because we need the Grufan Aken for the ending. So we're just gonna go through either a discovery node or we're gonna go somewhere else. But these two nodes can lead to the same spot anyway. So yeah, we're gonna go through a discovery node. Ooh, this one. Oh boy, this can either get really tricky or it can go really, really bad. Flammenbrand is actually a really good medication bottle to have. It will actually replace the Corrupted Bone Knife, because that one is slightly... No, wait. Corrupted Bone Knife will always trigger, because, I mean, it only grants it for 1 round, but good God, sometimes that 1 round is all you need. So, yeah, we're gonna examine the battle. We'll lose a bit of HP, but we'll gain all that back. We'll obtain one random medication. Pristine Moonstone Powder is insane. We're gonna need that definitely, and we do eventually get a Flammenbrand, so there's that. What's harm in another glass? Well, we're gonna take what you have, madame. A collection of permanent buffs. These are all actually really good. Unfortunately, I could actually just remove the fanatical, because I don't think we're triggering meltdowns as often as I thought we could. So we're just going to do a small bit of rearranging here. We're just gonna move all of these here, and then we're gonna put in the Flammenbrand and the Pristine Moonstone Powder. We're actually going to put it in between all these just to make it look aesthetically pleasing. And there we go. Having 4 medication bottles can be a detriment at times, but because, again, as you guys saw, if you have too many of them, you will actually, quote-unquote, overburn the cards that are over the limit. So let's see. And we're fighting against La Source and Li Xingye, I believe her name is, but I know it's Chinese, but I don't remember the exact name. Okay, we don't have access to our alts, so that's bad, but we still have like enough to clean this house. So okay, cool. So we're gonna recover a bit of stimulus. Then, actually, no, before we recover stimulus, we're going to apply a lot of permanent buffs. There we go. So, we're going to do that. Then, we're going to do that. Then, we're going to do this. And there we go. Now, for, I think this is like literally my usual route to getting to the end of my turn. So, we apply that buff. We apply this buff. We apply that. And then we'll use a mass attack. Actually, we're gonna try and kill La Source first, because she is the more annoying one of the bunch. Because she will keep healing her, and then that will allow her to survive. So getting rid of La Source here is actually beneficial for us in the long run. So everyone is doing their thing here. Okay, yep. Charon does his thing. Then the mass attack, and now that she no longer has a healer, she will likely die. Just like that. They didn't even get a turn off. Jesus Christ.
Please, go ahead.
Oh my god, this party. Oh my god. They made Dynamo way too good. But who am I to complain? It's what's helping me clear content, so pretty goddamn good if you ask me. So I think this basically the peak of the build at the moment. Unless we get the upgrade that allows us to consolidate a lot of this space into like just one area. So we're gonna go through another Perilous Encounter. So 3 more combat scenarios. Okay, so let's do the thing here. So we get Old Town yet again, and then we're gonna start. There we go.
There is time still
Then,
to avoid
oh yeah, the one involving Click and Poltergeist. Oh boy, this can get tricky because both Click and Poltergeist are, well, ghosts, as you can probably tell from the name. They can dodge a lot of attacks, and if you don't manage to hit them in time, they can actually overwhelm you, surprisingly. So, we'll actually get Lucy down first. Actually, no, that will not give her as much damage as I want her to. So, we're gonna apply all of these first, and then we're gonna recover a bit of stimulus. There we go. And then we'll apply Lucy, then we'll apply Ezra. There we go. Then we'll apply Charon.
there is no
And since all of them are of the Spirit Afflatus, Ulrich being an intellect Afflatus is going to be perfect for our purposes here. Then we'll do the mass attack, and let's see what happens. Right, so the Flammenbrand throws a bunch of Molotov cocktails at our enemies. Lucy auto-farms yet again. There we go. Then she does her thing, gets shocked. I call this Party Hassan Inc. for obvious reasons. Then Click doesn't even get a turn. Great. Then again, this is just stage 1 of the Perilous Encounter. So we still have 2 more rounds of this to go through. And the final boss is Click and Poltergeist. Support Ritual Drive is actually really nice. We're gonna get that, and then we're gonna go to round 2. And let's see what other ghosts are going to be in our way here. Another sudden disaster. So that is not nice. We're gonna just start right away and Click again. So it's not Poltergeist yet. So they're gonna get shocked. Then we don't have access to our alts. Great. But I don't think it's too much of a problem because that will actually give us access to our entire medication pool. So that's actually really nice. So we're gonna apply this again, and then we do the thing here. Then we're literally gonna exhaust everything. So now we have 5 actual actions. We're gonna go with Ulrich's, then we'll do Charon's, and then Ezra, and then finally Lucy. Then after all these buffs, this should clean house like very, very easily. If it doesn't, then good God, what are my opponents on? So all the buffs are applying. There we go. And then once Lucy fires her shot, it should clean house after everything. Yep. That's like nearly like 1,000,000 damage. There are still 2 ghosts though, so we're not done yet. This will actually just be really easy. I don't. Oh my God, they don't even get a turn off. Once again, they don't even get a turn off. All right, cool. So we're just gonna move right along here. Acta Ritual is nice. Belladonna Ointment is actually really interesting. It only occupies 1 slot. Sturdiness is not nothing. It does give you survivability somewhat, but you do need rank 2 or 3 incantations. So, yeah, Acta Ritual is slightly less work. So, what do we have in our inventory at this point? We have a bunch of those. Unfortunate. Nothing too much. I got these Keys of the Dead like early in the run, but I haven't been encountering a lot of chests. So there is that. So we get to the final battle, and this should be Click and Poltergeist working in tandem. So we shall see shortly. And yes, it is Click and Poltergeist. And another really cute character that once you know the backstory of, you're gonna be slightly depressed. That may even be an understatement. So all our alts are available. So we enhance again. I forgot to check the docket to see what was available, but we can actually get rid of Click here. Okay. So we do the usual thing of applying all of these pre-game actions, basically.
everyone.
I should actually make Lucy go first, so that all of the buffs are applied immediately. So Lucy first, then
I'm
Ezra,
With everyone.
then
To
Karon's,
this misery.
then
Perfect algorithm.
Flutter Page,
One
and
that can
then
only
single target
exist
attack,
Loading.
and then let's see what happens from here. So we trigger a lot of that, and then
Robot. Child of
okay, Lucy auto farms yet again. Let's see what kind of damage output we're gonna get here once the animation is done. There we go. Okay. They got hurt, but not as hard as I thought. But then again, the shields are insane. Ezra will apply buffs. So let's see if Lucy performs a follow-up. I don't think she does.
Sacrifice holds
Okay,
meaning
now for
only
Karen's turn. He applies his buffs with his ult. There we go. And then let's see what else happens here. Okay, yep, Flutter Page does her thing again. There we go. And then what else are you gonna do? Okay, yep, okay. Now they're finally taking damage, but they're not taking as much damage as I would like. So we're just gonna hope and pray that Karen. All right, Karen finishes off one, and there we go. Both are dead. Oh, you guys had me worried for a second there. All right, moving on from this perilous encounter onto the next one. Another assembled Goldberg brewer. We're actually just gonna get another Octa ritual so that we can combine those into a hard drive later. Okay, so now we go into the unknown, and we have one hell of a combat scenario coming up. We're gonna step onto the stage. Either or of these is honestly, it's nothing, but nothing too significant is gonna happen in that scenario anyway. We do need a really a strong painkiller like sooner or later, because that is going to help us with our healing. Not that we really need it. So fair confrontation. Oh, this is that battle. I don't quite remember what it is. I just know that this is a boss. But it's not going to be that hard, especially with our build, and especially with how we've been. Oh God, it's a
You
night.
just have to know how to read them.
Oh boy, this could either end really well or really poorly. So, oh hey, Poltergeist, what are you doing here? You made me burn my my buffs. How dare you? Oh my God, I needed that space. This duel considers someone's honor. I guess we just get the single target one. Do we have that? Yes, we do. All right, cool. What does this do again? Mass counter. 2 stacks of prank on all allies. Enters the taunt status. Okay, so she'll be tanking for us. We could do that, but we sadly don't have too many extra actions. I guess we just perform a bit of healing because we can. Actually, no. We're going to need it because a knight does tend to perform pre-attacks,
I'm here.
especially
With
once
everyone.
your turn starts. So I think we're gonna need all the buffs that we're gonna get here. Actually, no. Once we apply these, we're going to get Lucy down first, and then
I'm here.
we get
With everyone.
Ezra's, then we get Karon's, and we'll actually not use Ulrich for the time being because we're going to apply Poltergeist, and then we're gonna use Lucy's attack last. And let's see how this goes. So Lucy auto farms yet again. Let's see. Okay. Okay, Lucy does her thing. Then that happens. Okay. Okay. And then okay. Okay. Then all of those buffs happen, all of those debuffs happen. Then Karon does his thing.
Life is delicate.
Okay.
Easily lost.
Then I'm just hoping and praying for Lucy to perform follow-up attacks so that a knight can get like heavily damaged. Okay, Poltergeist does her. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. Then you know her backstory, like, oh God, that's what happened to her, and this battle is over. Maybe. Yep. That the knight didn't even get a shot
Another
off.
perfect
Jesus
combination
Christ,
of
this party. And this run in particular, like holy shit, I'm usually never this lucky when it comes to runs. 3 artifacts. Piglet Chain is actually really good. Off-brand Serum and Ceremonious Drive. I already have enough read rights, so actually, I'll take another read right because this is actually really good. It decreases stress, and we do need that. So that's fine. We got an incinerator, and then we got another pencil sharpener. So that's that. We're not gonna invite anyone anymore. We even leveled up twice. So we got another power drifting mine, a serpent arrow, which is like a key card in the extra attack build. But we're not gonna get that. We're gonna get the golden sword because that is the least
Time to
evil
make a
of all
final
of the
decision.
other stuff here. Crit rate or damage. We're gonna get crit rate. That's more generic. And then we get another one. I guess we go for a discovery node because I'm really keen on exploring here. Oh, excuse me. So we'll exchange. Let's see what's available. Okay, another Acta Ritual Drive. We're gonna trade. No, not that one. Heck no. We're gonna trade all of these sharpeners for hopefully something more. Calabona. No, that's not it. No, I don't want to trade that away. God damn it. So we click counteractive, trade in another pencil sharpener. Let's see what we get. A crucible, but that's for Lopera. We don't even have a Lopera. Oh my god. None of these are good. Actually, this is nice. A cookie hat. This is a good generic like item. So I'm gonna get it just for the sake of getting it. But it doesn't reduce our maximum stimulus, so I don't want to lose any more stimulus than I already have. So okay, none of these are good. Unfortunately, we already have enough of the read write. Actually, I would prefer to have the read write over the over the kaleidoscope projector. So actually, yeah, we're gonna do that. And then yeah, our ally loses 1 or 6. Actually, yeah, I think I'd rather have the read writes over the other one. Holy crap. Yeah. Okay. Sad that I wasn't able to fuse the voltaic battery, which is the best possible source of energy for all of this. But I guess this will have to do, unfortunately. So yeah, this is the final build of this run. I don't think it's going to get any better, nor is it going to get any worse. Yeah, this is pretty damn good, all things considered. Although, if we actually want our stuff to survive, we can actually just get rid of the Flammenbrand and then put in the ripe mistletoe berries, so that we can at least guarantee some of our stuff is going to live through. And I think at this point we can live without the discs. So yeah, definitely that. Although we do have a upgraded kaleidoscope projector at this point, so I don't think we need any more. But yeah, I think I'd rather have more read writes because reducing stress basically is pretty damn good. Yeah, all the product gets -1 stress every 2 points of energy. Yeah. Yeah, I think not having a lot of stress is pretty damn good. Or incorporeal glean. What does glean do? Damage dealt. Oh wait, no, that's far better. So this is more defensive. So yeah, I think having more kaleidoscope projectors is actually better for the long haul. More than anything else. No, do I really want to add anything else to this lineup? No. Just a slight rearrangement. We're just gonna put the moonstone powder there because we can, and there we go. Aesthetically pleasing, and I think I don't need this anymore because we're literally at the end game. And we're not gonna be able to combine anything after this anyway. So actually, let's still try. Exchange for a more powerful artifact. We could actually get this. But it turns the extra action. Hold on, let me show you guys. yeah, when performing extra action, this by itself is already like pretty damn good. But if once you transform it into an actual extra action gun, you do need one other item in order to make it really work, and it's the goggles. One of the two goggles that improve a lot of the really good stuff in this game. But and it also creates this really awkward space because it makes it basically a 6 grid large item, and you will lose a bunch of items because of that. So yeah, this is about as good as I can make it, and I don't think I'm going to need any more items after this. So we have the Grufanachen. We can now tackle one of the endings. Yeah, I don't think I'll need the... I said I didn't need the disc. I don't want discs. Not anymore. We could add the customized radio. It gives us dynamo, but we lose stimulus, so we do need, and we sadly need that stimulus. This is Belly of the Galaxy. Yeah, that's actually really good. Unfortunately, do we just add the bullets, or do we just add the Flammenbrand? Nah, I think I'd rather have the buffs at this point. We could have Moxie? Question mark. Oh wait, no, we can just restore stimulus instead. There we go. Stimulus or schemed. Which one cares about schemed? I think one of these cares about schemed, but I don't think it's in here. Yeah, none of them care about schemed, so that's actually really good. Yeah, this doesn't care about schemed. This doesn't care about schemed. This doesn't care about schemed. None of these care about the schemed tag. So, I think I'd rather just, what does this do? Extra action damage plus 5%. So yeah, that's really good. Oh wait, no, I have the piglet chain. So, I actually rather have that instead. So, there we go. Having more debuffs on the enemy team is pretty good from what I hear. So yeah, this is about as good as I can make it. So let's try and tackle the ending. Mirrored Embrace. I've already done the Little Conch like ending so many times. I think I've already also done the Ancient Chalice ending as well. So yeah, now we go to the Mirrored Embrace. I have not done this one yet, I believe. So yeah, I believe the oh wait, it's not removed from the inventory yet. I believe, yeah, Acoustica preview. Yep. All right, cool. Oh boy, this can either go really well or really poorly. Sad I wasn't able to upgrade this. Yeah, this would have been actually really good. But we work with what has been given to us, and Fatutu's unique item did not show up this entire run, so that's honestly really sad. And oh hell no, not even Flutter Page's unique item. Oh god, I didn't mean to exit all the way out. Not even Flutter Page's unique item triggered, so we'll sadly have to remove that. And we have two other completed ones anyway, so yeah, I think we'll do fine without it. I guess I just put one of the other discs in here, or we can put in the cocoon. Incorporeal stack after one trigger. Yeah, this will help us survive. So that's honestly really good. There we go. Before the storm, and can we roll better? Let's see. We refresh and we get rusty bow tie. So that will give us hopefully a oh god, that's not what I want. Let's roll. All right, cool. Again, least evil is just not getting a discount. Fate of progress. Where were you? Then again, I can actually make you after this because I think this is the second to the last node. Once we do the thing here. Let's see. I believe we're not under any commission right now because yeah, we're not gonna be getting any more commissions at this point. So I don't want to lose any more stimulus, so we're just gonna go to combat. Then we have a discover node like in the future. So let's see. Sudden disaster. There we go.
Battles can be just
Okay.
as as codes.
Okay.
You just have to know how to read them.
Alright, so we get incorporeal, and I have actually lost to this exact enemy for a multitude of reasons. Okay, so we have the mass attack one, so that's the one that we're gonna buff again before we just start clicking away. But it's unfortunate that it's the mass attack one, not the single target one. But you work with what's been given to you. So, so we apply all of this. There we go. Then we restore a bit of the stimulus. There we go. Then we go Lucy.
There is
No, not Medpoc.
to this
God damn it.
misery.
Actually, no. Medpoc is actually the one we need because we need to stun him because otherwise he will do his ult. Now that I think about it. There we go. So, Lucy,
Functioning properly.
There is no
Medpoc,
end to this misery.
then
I'm
Ezra,
with everyone.
and then Flutterpage, and then finally
One that can only exist
Lucy again. There we go. And then once he's been stunned because of Medpoc's ult, we'll be able to wail on him even more. So there is that. Okay, yep. Lucy does her thing. There we go. And then the shield, that shield got shredded. There we go. One of the few times where we actually get to use Medpoc's ult. And it's only really useful because it stuns. So Ezra does his thing. There we go. There we go. And then there we go. All the buffs, all the buffs, all the debuffs. And then Flutterpage does her thing. Let's see how this goes. And then, okay, yep. Okay, then more attacks, and then more attacks, and then hopefully Lucy will finish this off. And there we go. Again, normally I have a hard time with that enemy in particular, but thankfully we cleared it without too much trouble. Another copy of Fate of Progress, so that's honestly really nice. But since we already have a copy, we'll just take the Ritual Drive. So we don't need anything. We don't need too much anymore at this point. Pencil Sharpener, worthless, but we can actually upgrade this with a disc of dynamo instead. Yep, and there we go. This should make it 30 seconds of dynamo. Okay, yep. Yeah, that's about as good as I can make it. And there we go. Okay, can I equip anything else? I don't think I can. Oh my god, I just don't have the space. An 8x8 grid is not enough. But we're gonna go to a discovery node, see what's what, and we're not gonna be able to do anything there anyway. Discard one artifact to obtain one random artifact. I think I know exactly what I'm gonna get rid of. We're gonna get rid of one of the many pencil sharpeners that we potentially have. Hand crossbow is sadly not what we need, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. Another discovery node. Hopefully it's something we haven't seen yet. The future. Ooh, I haven't seen this one. Encounter hard battle. Discard an artifact. Obtain 40 catalyst essence. Ooh. Sure. I'll happily discard an artifact at this point. Okay, we'll discard pencil sharpener. Gain 40 catalyst. There we go. I haven't actually gotten the achievement where I fully level up a catalyst, so that was actually really helpful. Okay, throat and chamber. I believe this is the one that has a lot of guns that are on the field. So we're gonna see. Let's see here. All right, cool. No, it's not. Oh, cool. Okay. So we're just gonna do our thing here. Okay. Yep. All of those buffs, and sadly one gets burned away, but that's why we overloaded on it. I believe we got this one. Question mark. All right, we did. All right. I wasn't watching, but good thing we caught it. There we go. So we'll just use the mistletoe berries, and then we'll restore a bit of this, a bit of our stimulus. And then we're gonna aim for the very back. Then we'll do the usual thing. Ezra first, then Lucy, then Charon,
Misery.
then Flutterpage, and finally Lucy again. So let's see if the enemy even survives this.
Amazing discovery.
I don't know if they will, but we'll see. The auto read right should reduce the amount of stress that the party is experiencing. Hopefully, question mark. We'll see. Okay, yep. Lucy, once again, she auto farms on her seat. There we go. As a child of science, as she likes to call herself. There we go. And then, Well,
Sacrifice for
okay,
its
Karon, sure, just apply her buffs, and then I believe Flutterpage will also apply her buff. So yeah, this is gonna take a while, so I'll just skip to the end of all of these actions happening. Okay, it didn't even register to me that there were still two other enemies within that wave. So, and they died before they could even get an action off. So we just move right along. Secret treasure map because we literally have nothing else to do. Okay. So our catalyst is leveled up yet again, and again, we're not inviting anyone anymore. We're full here, or rather, we are non-stronger afflatus damage. Ooh, that's actually really nice. We generally encounter a lot of well, we don't really encounter a lot of those because what the game usually gives you as final bosses are either of the spirit or the intellect afflatus, so that neither of you will have any damage advantage against each other. So there is that. We already have what we need off of here. But if we just want to do this, just so that we can get even more experience for our catalyst, then why not? Ooh, actually, another mild painkiller is nice. We can finally combine it with the other one so that we have an actual healing. We have actual healing from the medications. So there we go. We got sudden disaster once again. Okay.
Please stand behind me.
And then Liang Lue. I think that's her name. I know that there are a bunch of Chinese characters in this name, but their names do not stick to me, sadly, because then again, I don't use them. So there is that. Okay. So there's that. Route to invite. Please finish the drink, and another one after that. Keep drinking. Come on, pass out already. My arms are getting sore. Ah, they were trying to rob you blind. Great. Okay. So we give our party buffs. And then we do these. There we go. And then all of that. And then we do our thing.
Certainly,
Lucy
function,
first.
I'm here.
Then
With
Ezra.
everyone.
Then Karen.
There is no end to this misery.
Then we could actually skip on Flutterpage and just try to kill these two, like, immediately. But we're gonna target La Source first, so that she doesn't give healing to her party mate here. There we go.
Child of science.
So Lucy auto farms yet again, and then all the buffs have been applied, which should increase her damage output by a significant margin. There we go, and La Source dies just like that.
An amazing discovery.
Oh my god. Then Ezra does his thing. There we go. Right, cool. Okay. Then Ezra. There we go. Alright. Okay.
Sacrifice
So
for its
there's
meat
that.
in its morning.
And then
Life is
Karon
delicate
applies a
and
buff
easily lost.
with his ult. And then we'll hopefully finish off our opponent here. There we go. And a single target. And I don't think it's even going to get to Karen. Fear of death is such a broken ass
Another perfect
debuff that you can
combination of
put
reason
on
and
enemies.
passion.
Good god. Okay, we got another Goldberg Brewer, as if we didn't already need any more of those. We got another Ritual Drive, and then we get to the final area of the game, which should allow us... yeah, we're gonna skip the story. I'll just watch this when I have the time. Yeah, I haven't gotten... I definitely have not gotten this because it is still showing me cutscenes. Oh my god. So yeah, this is definitely the final achievement that I have, or rather the final ending that I haven't gotten, because yeah, I have not seen this stage at all. Okay, so now we exchange for a more powerful artifact, and now that we have the final piece of the puzzle, we can finally make the voltaic coils. But first, we're gonna get the strong painkiller. Then we'll get the voltaic coils, so that we do that, and then we get again, as much as I want to apply this, then again, the second sentence is separate from the first, so you know what? We're gonna make it. And then I'm just going to spend some time rearranging my entire inventory yet again, so I'll be right back. Okay, it took a while, but this is an inventory management space that I can definitely be proud of. So, getting voltaic coils definitely unlocks a lot of space for your 8x8 grid, but you can only fit in so much. So this is the arrangement that I am happy with, and it's the best that I can do with the amount of stuff that I have. I really want to jam in a lot of stuff, but you can only carry so much. This one, Wailing Lantern, and the other one that I sadly did not get, which is the I believe the Paint Tincture, if I remember correctly. That one prevents the nightmare nightmare debuff, which it's just another version of stun for this mode. So yeah, definitely a very bad detriment there. But yeah, all of the voltaic artifacts that need powering are powered. I have 2 copies of the Kaleidoscope Projector, which grants Glean, which gives a lot of damage for your party. So definitely good stuff there. Then Auto Read Right, 2 copies in this case, just so that we have a selection of buffs going on, and also some stress reduction. And then a Lightning Converter just for some additional defense, and then Electric Grenade, Energy Blaster, and of course Lucy's Battery Pack for some additional finishing power. So I think that's about as far as we can take it. And granted, I haven't even like checked the other stuff yet, I believe, or I think I've already forgotten at this point. I believe we already have everything. Yeah, we have everything. So now we can finally tackle this Dialogues in Mirror. And you do need to have the Gruf an Aken in your inventory in order to tackle this ending. So yeah, let's do this. I have not faced off against this boss, so this will hopefully be easier than the one that I have to fight against Lorelei. And oh, I get what's happening here. This was when this is how rather Semmelweis became the vampire that she is. Oh my god. Okay, we're losing a lot. We'll sadly not get all of the medication stuff that I wanted. So there's that. Who are you? Who are we? Tell me, what have you truly glimpsed here? Oh gods. We'll use the single target attack. Okay, good. I didn't check because inflicts the jinx status on target ally. Oh god. I don't want that. So we'll do a bit of healing after this. So we'll do that. Then we'll apply a bit of buffs. Then we'll do that. I believe this is the one that heals. Yes. Alright, so we'll apply these 2. And then, she doesn't have anything going on for her yet, so we'll apply Lucy. Then we'll do Ezra. Then Charon. Then Flutter Page. And finally, we'll use the single target attack one. And hopefully this will get us somewhere. Alright, we didn't get as many as we thought because we got the 3 deep incantations. And it usually only really appears for boss fights, so yeah, it definitely ruins a lot of comps because it adds too many cards to the pool. Okay, yep, Ezra does his thing again, and let's see how this goes. Okay, so he does that. Okay.
Sacrifice
Then Charon does his thing. Okay.
Easily lost.
Okay. Those buffs are applied. Okay. I mean, if this boss ends up being really easy because of how broken I've made the comps at this point, so I will honestly not be surprised. Okay. Yep. Flutter Page doing her thing. They are under Incorporeal at the moment, so they will at least tank an attack or 2. And then I also have items that can grant Incorporeal, so I will not be too surprised. Okay, that's 1 health bar down, like, immediately. Okay. Yep. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. Okay, yep. We do the thing again. Alright, cool. Okay. Oh god, we're getting a lot of the jinxed ones, unfortunately. Let's actually check our spell book and see how it looks. Hold on. How many do we have? We still have 21. Jesus Christ. Okay. That is not good in the slightest, so we'll grant even more buffs to our party. Then, now we can actually just play normally. Ulrich can't do his ults because he's under Flutter Page's channeling status, so I think we'll just do everyone else's. So that, and then this, and then Charon's, and then finally Lucy's. There we go. And then, let's see what happens here. Okay. Uh-huh. We all do our thing here. Okay, Charon does his thing. Lucy, please. Okay, there we go. That's a decent amount of damage, but nothing to write home about. Okay? And the boss wasn't really able to attack like that turn anyway, so I think now they'll get their chance. Okay, yep. He dodges, which should get rid of the incorporeal. Okay, so let's see. Miss Aim. Oh boy, I can only wonder what that does. Okay, so our two boys are vulnerable because they're no longer incorporeal. But I think we can still do fine here. Okay, now we get the final reinforcement for Lucy. And then we reapply the buffs for those guys. And I guess we apply one for... we make Charon attack as well. So we just apply these two, and this will hopefully be the end of it, unless this boss has a revive mechanic, which I am not sure what, but we'll see. Okay, we got a bunch of buffs, and then Charon attacks, and decent damage, but let's see what Lucy does, and kills the boss. Okay, so it's not as hard as Lorelei, but definitely something to behold. Now, the entire plot of Series of Dusk is basically how Semmelweis became a vampire, but sadly it's not voiced, so I sadly will not go through it, and you guys will just have to go through it in your own time, and you know, do a little bit of reading. Reading is fun every once in a while. So we'll just skip all the way to the end and marvel at our run and how good we had it. So yeah, the other side, you know, leaving her old ending behind. And there we go. Fortissimo 1, we got through with Charon, Ezra, Ulrich, Fatutu, and Lucy. Don't forget Medpoc. Got 16 common artifacts. We dealt nearly 300,000 damage on one specific occasion. But yeah, we just skip everything else. And yeah, we got 10. And that was a pretty damn good run. And I've been recording for 2 hours now. My longest recording session yet, but yeah, that is finally you guys get to see what Reverse 1999 gameplay looks like. I'm going to try to make the cuts as minimal as possible so that you guys can fully experience the gameplay that this game has. So yeah, we're gonna cut it here, and if you guys like what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles.